We talking about whatever that's on your mind. Speak your mind, don't be shy. This is your time to shine.
If you can ask God anything and get it, what would it be? I said immortality, eternal youth, and invulnerability. And I said I would have left out. I would have asked for wisdom, but I think that will bring the joy out of learning.
Okay.
And when I thought about that, I was thinking about, man, what was that cat in the Bible who did ask for wisdom?
Solomon.
Yeah, was it Solomon? Yeah, and he came up with the conclusion of, well, hey, cut the kid in half, give her one half, and you take the other half. And when he said that, the one of them was like, hold on, whoa, pause.
Right, the real mother.
Wait a minute. That will defeat the purpose.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. So go ahead, let her keep him. And that's when he decided, well, hey, well, that's the real mom right there, because only a real mom would rather have her kid live than even be with them.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to say, because there's a big difference between, honestly, many people don't realize there's a huge difference between wisdom and knowledge.
Oh yeah.
So
I think so.
You're having wisdom would not necessarily dispel the quest for knowledge, because you can still the day you stop learning is the day that you die. That's the way it should be, because there are a lot of things that I do know. I'm knowledgeable about several aspects. Like I said, I write the opinion column for the newspaper, so I have to do a lot of studying and a lot of research. But that has nothing to do with what wisdom I ask from God. And he, in his word, he says there will never be another man as wise as Solomon.
I don't know. So Solomon kind of went stir crazy or went nuts later on.
Well, I mean,
he became somewhat of a person I don't want to live on the earth no more.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Einstein. And recently I read about a guy. His IQ was like, I don't even know what scale they use, but his IQ was like 20%, 30% higher than any other person's IQ that's been recorded. To me, intelligence. There's a very fine line that separates intelligence and insanity.
I think so as well. But as far as IQ, because I've thought about that before. Like, what exactly is IQ? I forgot what it stood for when I did look it up. But even if, no matter what the I and the Q spells out, it's like, what the heck is that? Like, because Einstein have an IQ, is he smart enough to come up with the dang on thought process of what Solomon just did to get the kid to this rightfully mom?
I'm gonna give you a situation. Many people are not aware of this because Einstein was so smart. He was so intelligent. But the woman that Einstein eventually married, if I'm not mistaken, I'm hoping I'm getting this right, but if I'm not mistaken, the woman that he eventually married, he met at a bus stop. She came to get on the bus. She left, went about her business, came back hours later, and he's still at the bus stop. So she strikes up a conversation. And why are you still sitting here? Has your bus not come yet? Oh, I'm not waiting for a bus. Well, what are you doing here? I'm trying to get home. He was lost. Einstein had so much intelligence until the common sense stuff he couldn't retain.
See?
And that's why I developed the term Einstein stupid. You got so much book sense that it erodes your common sense.
Exactly. How are you even surviving to be the age that you are with just supposedly high IQ? Like, you don't have the sense enough to know that you do have to eat and chew it. You have to chew it before you swallow.
That's part of the problem, because you got so much common sense. You got such a high IQ. Like, I'm from Georgia. I think I told you this originally. I'm from Georgia. And there's an old man he was probably, from the time that anybody can remember, he was old.
Mm-hmm.
He probably had a third grade education. Growing up in that community, everybody in that community knew him as wisdom. They just called him wisdom. And but like he had a third grade education, but one of the wisest men that we ever met. See, intelligence has absolutely nothing to do with wisdom.
Yeah, that's what I get from that.
So I pray, and I do because the word says if you desire anything of God, ask for it. And I pray, understanding that no one will ever be as wise as Solomon. I ask the Lord to dispense to me a wisdom that is comparable, so as to not make God a liar. I would venture to say, at the risk of being self-serving or self-edifying,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I have a relatively fair level of wisdom, because I pray for it, I ask for it, and I write. One of the things, I don't know if you ever had a chance to do it, but on my website, author.bghoward.com, there's a page called Points to Ponder.
Mm-hmm. I've been seeing them when you be posting them up.
Those are from me, downloaded from God, but those are original philosophical quotes. And I've got pages upon pages upon pages of those things that come to me in the middle of the night when I can't sleep.
Hey, I do somewhat of the similar thing. I call mine "Here's something to think about."
Point of fact.
And then I type in what it is that I talk about.
We might be brothers because yours is here's something to think about. Mine are called Points to Ponder, which essentially means something to think about.